Hey everybody, sorry the part 2 was short. Something happened there I had to cut off. So right now I got King Queen here. Welcome to part 3 of my 226 man tournament. Right now I'm in 23rd out of 79. So right now it's getting pretty nifty. I'm just barely got to this table. As you saw with my aces, I'm just checking out the players, getting feels, typing them down, labeling them down. That's the best thing to do when you're playing. Label your players, man. It really helps. Keep an eye on what they're playing. Usually a multi-table, but when I get into a tournament that is pretty serious in the money, I try to just stay to one table and concentrate on the players that are playing with me, because if I move tables again on the 6-man, which usually happens, I want to make sure I have my notes down, and it'll help you make a lot of key calls. Again, this kind of flop with no raise, that's a kind of stupid thing for me to do in late position with a king queen here. There's no way I'm going to call and chase to make sure I hit a king or queen. That's when I analyze my mistakes. I should be aggressive, but I don't know the players yet. So on my pocket fours, this is another thing. Low pockets, I'll call, because what they like to do with these low pockets is work down my stack. I've been through it so many times. So I'll just see a flop. I don't know the players, like I say. And there's a king and a 2. I think my fours might be good with this player. He's folding. So that's why I made the bet. Besides that, as soon as I get into another hand and I can describe some... Oh, here I go with 10s. 10s in early right here position. What I'll do is I like to call with my 10s. Any pocket pair low, and just call and see a flop. Because you never know on a 6-man, you might get fucking sacked with fucking overpairs. I'm not aggressive with my low pocket pairs. See, this guy is raising here 8,000. I can call, but I don't know the player, but I know he plays type 1 hands. I'm gonna see a flop with it. There's a fucking queen, only one over on me, but there's a flush draw. 8,000. Do I call him? Maybe he's a little bit concerned. That's half the pot. I'm gonna call him and see what happens. If he gets over aggressive, I just hope he don't have an over. There's a spade there on the board. Now will he shove? He probably has a spade, but I have to call it just to see what the hell. You see, this is what happens with this shit. I'm just gonna call for fuck's sakes. King Jack, great call. You know, I couldn't do anything more. You know what I mean? He wasn't playing like he was into a flush. I had to make that call. He wasn't playing aggressive with that top pair. So what I'll do right here is that he'll just bet. I'll put a note on him. And hopefully it'll go right for me for the next time I play him. Right here I'm going to fold. Okay, right here I got a raise from this player. I don't know what he's playing. Again, I'm new in this table, but I hate King 10. King 10 is a setup fucking rig fucking hand for me. A lot of players that I talk to here know about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold. It's not worth for me to even bother with it. Skelly here is a pretty tight player. Tight, solid. She has a stack, so she don't need to be pushing. I would do the same thing. You don't want that Robin Hood fucking program on stars where you get sucked out to give to the dong poor. So I'm on the button here. I fold. You know, right now I'm not in the mood to be playing any trash hands, especially with players I don't know yet. What I usually do is I like to go over hands. I'll go on the Pokerstars replay and I'll start checking hands out. And I'll start noting on the player, like this player here. I'll say, you know, raises with KJ off, and you know, I'll put my little notes on there, and then I'll say okay. But I was trying to get back into the notes of the other players, but what happens is that I wouldn't go that far. As you know, when they move you on the table, you can't go farther than 3 hands, so it really doesn't give you a kind of feel of know what players you're playing up against. So the best thing to do is just stay focused on the table and watch what they play. Hey everybody, well, right now, like when breaks and all that, what I like to do is I like to use the break time to look through the players' histories and see how they play, and it gives me a time in the break to, when you're this far into a tournament, it gives you a time to go ahead and look at players and the way they play, what hands they're playing. So I go back through all their history the table history. Like this guy down here, I already know he's a loose, aggressive fucking player. He's like a fucking maniac, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's either taking advantage of the blind, he's just trying to pick up blinds, you know what I mean? He's such a small stack, and that's what he's been doing for the past hand, so it's just a matter of timing and waiting to get a hand. But on a player like this, it's kind of hard, you know, if you got maybe a good pocket pair, should you call them, they're kind of hard, you know, with these fucking maniacs, because shit, we all know how labeling a maniac is, you know, he plays and bets anything. So right now I got an ace rag on the players I got right now. They're folding. I haven't seen this player fold, so they fold towards me, so that gives me a good good start there. I got a good solid tight image right now, and I've displayed a couple of hands I've played, so they know I'm a good player. They know I'm not playing bullshit. So this is a good opportunity on my fives. I can be aggressive on my fives, but like I say, I don't like to with no pockets. I just rather see a sheep flop and hopefully set up. Like you see, like this ace king six, you know, if I would have raised with them, I could have probably insinuated an ace and pick up the pot. But like I say, I need to know these players a little more, because these players are, you know, he's going all in. He's a tight, aggressive player. I know he plays king. I put him in a king range, maybe a king 9. Maybe he's trying to pick up the pot, so I gotta fold. I can't really call that one, you know what I mean? Right here, I'm looking at a hand right here on this big stack here. Something was weird. I had 5-9, I folded. She raised. Fuck, I moved tables. So I wonder what she raised on. So this guy's betting. They're betting the bet. So he hits his queen. She's betting. This guy shoves all in. He had a 10 of hearts, but she caught the runner. She raised with an ace rag. This is the big stack of the whole tournament. And she hit 4 fucking runners for her flush. This guy had it. I don't know about the play he did there. I believe he should have been a little bit more aggressive with that king, but this big stack would have called. So that's what happened on that fucking play there. I thought, you know, I just saw her raise. Right here I got ace-5 suited. The blinds are at 5,000. I'm in late position. I will call it. I will see how it goes. I don't know the players on the table. I just got changed over again. So that's what sucks. That really sucks, because that's why I hate playing these fucking suited. It's kind of hard to hit a flop. So that's why I'll just, you know, right now I don't want to really be fucking around with any ace rags. There's my ace on the fucking river. You know, some players play it differently. But of course, this guy had a 9. I wasn't going to chase it all the way down. If there was 2 clubs up there, I probably would have kept on betting into it. But I don't like to chase. You know, it's really right now in this 5,000 blinds. I really don't want to waste my chips. Well, right here, look at who I have here. They just changed my table and they put me with Double Dutch, the player that I was in the part 1 video with, playing aggressively and shit. This is him. They put me on this table for some reason. I don't like that. I have notes on this motherfucking player. I know how he plays. I don't know if it's Double Dutch, the same way I think it is. And oh wow, look at that hand right there. That is such a setup. Ugh, that must hurt. So that's pretty weird. So I'm gonna get into the next part right now. So right now I gotta finish off, and I'll see you in the next part 4. I'm out.